Alright, what's up y'all, it's Lakerfan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're breaking down my own game, explaining to you guys the ins and outs of playing like I do with my inside big on NBA 2K20. Now real quick, I do want to get out of the way. The inspiration behind this video today and the series that I've been doing for at least I've done 2 videos of these before detailing other players in the 2K community, and it was inspired actually about a month and a half ago for me to start doing this like Kobe Bryant does in the real world of basketball, where he breaks down Scottie Pippen's defense, Kevin Durant on offense and how he can get better, Jay Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Trae Young. And anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Like I said, this was inspired by Kobe. To do this, I wanted to pay homage to him, obviously after what happened yesterday. And yeah, I hope y'all really enjoy this. Like I said, this is my own breakdown of my own game, so we'll just get right along with that. Hey, again, shout out to Kobe, man. Like I said, this whole series in the first place was already inspired by him, and like I said, my motivation for just myself and my grind has been motivated as well. It's been a rough 28 hours or so to this point, but we're getting there, man. We're getting there. So like I said, Mamba mentality, we're pushing it forward. Like I said, I'm doing my best to carry forward his mentality and his legacy as well, and just to, like I said, preach what he thought in the first place. So anyway, get right along with this video. I hope y'all enjoy. I'll take you into the film room. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna try my best to stay as composed and collected as possible. I'm gonna do my best to make this a good video for y'all. Alright, I'm just gonna get in business mode right now, and just like I said, Mamba mentality. He would have wanted me to continue my grind. This is 120 so days, I think, of daily uploads, and I woke up this morning and I was like, just not feeling it, man. I just didn't have it in me. But like I said, something in the back of my mind was telling me to just keep moving forward, and there was obviously some Kobe voice in my head. And like I said, anyway, I hope y'all really enjoy this video. I put a lot of time into these detail vids, and just understand some of these are going to have a little bit of blurriness in them, so just realize that sometimes with this OBS recording there can be some issues as well, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, some of these Pro-Am clips are very blurry, but anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into this. I hope y'all really enjoy this. So anyway, first thing I want to detail is rebounding. Alright, so first thing you're going to see, I want to talk about the earlies, lates, and then contest. So on an early release, your shot goes long. I'm talking like it goes past where the rim is, so it hits back rim. On lates, it hits either front rim or it's weird. So I'll just explain it like this. Lates go shorter, earlies go longer, and the coverage also intensifies that. So you're gonna see AK shoots a early right here, and it hits back rim, bounces off the rim a little bit. You're gonna see in this next clip right here, this dude shoots a really contested late, it literally airballs, almost. Here, I'll rewind that one actually. So he shoots a late. Like I said, this one's super blurry. I don't know why. But anyway, shoots a late. It's like super short because of the heavy contest. Now, again, I want y'all to realize that is a very impactful thing on the rebounding. And this next clip is the last super blurry one, I believe. And you see he shoots a early super contested as well. Now, this one's going to go long and airball long. So just understand, knowing that will improve your rebounding game tremendously. And you see he shoots a slightly early, wide open right there. Again, Kit shoots an early right there. Sometimes it's not always by that logic that I'm talking about, but I will say, if you approach every rebound while knowing that, you will increase your rebounding ability. So regardless, I hope y'all really enjoy this. Like I said, I put a lot of time into getting these clips together, and there's a lot of thought that goes into this stuff as well. Now, moving along, our second thing is the hedge defense and chase down ability. So me as a defender, I play backside as a big man a lot, and undersized big. So what you're gonna see is a lot of me playing super high hedge D that you probably think I have no right to be doing, because you're like, yo, you're giving up a wide open paint bucket. But reality, you can get these crazy chase downs, or in this case, the nothing easy to pop up. But right here, again, I'm helping my teammate. Boom, he greens a layup, but we're still there to chase it down. Again, look at this chase down ability right here. Now, I want to really explain this to y'all. The reason I feel like that I'm so good with this, and again, I don't want this video to come across as conceited, because a lot of it does sound like boasting, but I'm trying to put y'all on game with this, all right? I'm trying to just give you guys good tips and the proper way of doing things. So understand, what makes me so good in the chase down ability is holding Y when you go for blocks. It gives you crazy like long stride animations when you jump. For instance, like this. I mean, look at this. Like, bro, you mean to tell me I've never seen myself get this high at all when I just tap Y? And honestly, I haven't done that for a long time when going for chase downs. All the way back to 2K19, I've been doing this hold Y blocks method when going for chase downs or jumping out to the perimeter super far away. Even though this year you can get a good contest by just kind of standing near them. Right there, you see I'm helping off the off balls on the hedge D. Boom, we got a little slip action. That's not really like the detail in like part of this video though, but regardless, anyway, you see I'm right there, I get caught hedging high a bit, and then boom, I'm still there for the chase down block. Again, holding Y on your chase down blocks is so big time, and I gotta let y'all know that it's a huge thing to my game, and I haven't detailed that much at all through this year. So anyway, again, this section of the video, we're talking about the chase down blocks. Again, I'm out here super high, boom, just crazy, bro. And you got to keep that chase down artist on a high level as far as the badge goes. It's just, it allows you to range so much more in this pick and roll defense ability. And again, when my guards get out of position, it allows me to just get into position myself. Right here, we're talking about the rebound again. It's very late and it's 100% smothered. So what is the deal on that? It's going to be short. So again, a weak rebound where there's not going to be much of a, I'll put it like this. If somebody shoots a late, you're not going to have to jump very high. You're not going to have to jump very far. If somebody shoots an early, it's probably going to go long. So long story short, the best thing to do when you see a late is to get a box out. It's really as simple as that. And right here, we're detailing the pogo stick. But I just want to leave one last thing on that, like on that rebounding aspect, because that's the last rebounding kind of tip that we have is, if you see a late, you got to get box out. If you see an early, you got to get box out if you have good vertical. Now, if you see an early and you don't have good vert, or you're kind of at a disadvantage, say you're a guard, just don't even go for the box. That's at that point, well, not necessarily, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have the box. If you don't have the box, just try to range for a long rebound. Now, honestly, my best advice is go away from the shooter when you see an early if you can't get the box. And most of the time, I just kind of run into open range anyway. But aside from that, I hope y'all enjoy that like rebounding tip. There is a lot of stuff that goes into that as far as just the mentality thing. A lot of people think a lot of it is just positioning and rebounding, but I swear to you, it's a lot of reading the contest system as well if you know this stuff. So anyway, now we're just kind of detailing like the interior defense. Like I said, you saw the pogo stick clips that I showed right there. That's a huge part of my interior defense game. Again, this is pogo stick combined with pulling the chair now. So pogo stick is great as far as like, you know, guarding the pick and roll, and then, but it's also even better for these situations. Now, against post scorers, I like to pull the chair first of all. So to do that, I'm just literally on my left stick on my controller. I'll just give you a like sound example. All right, it's like this. You're just, I'm gonna give you an example. And I think right here I body him up so I can, but you literally just boom, just spamming that stick away from him or toward the hoop, if you will. But I would probably just recommend to see it as like away from the person you're defending. So I'm doing this at all times. I know it may seem that like I'm waiting to do it, but really it's just the game doesn't give you the input of pulling the chair every single time. All right, so right here, I mean, you can see I'm backing up. I'm doing it at the moment, but it's just not giving me the animation. You have to do a lot to get that animation, and it happens very often. It's just sometimes it takes like 3 or 4 flicks of the stick because they're not aggressively backing you down enough. So just understand that these pull chairs, it takes a little bit of time, but sometimes you'll see in the clips coming up here in the next 2 or so, I think after this, and right here I hit him with some crazy charged cheese. I don't do that very often, but I just wanted to show y'all that because I thought it was pretty boss. But you can see these next few clips right here where I get him really early in this because they just happen to be backing me down super early. This one right here, he catches it and boom, I just rip it right away off this. So first push that he does, I get it right there. And a lot of times that'll happen on the entry pass ones too. You're gonna see on this one as well. He gets it, I push right away. First real push he gets on me, I make him fall to the ground. That pull chair method is so important when it comes to being an undersized big. Now the reason I say that too is because I don't even value moving truck or post move lockdown as a badge just because of this and pogo stick together. So just understand those two things together like makes it just irrelevant for you to even need post move lockdown or moving truck, because at the end of the day you're trying to just let them push you because you're trying to get that pull chair, and then who cares if they get to the paint because all you're doing is playing for like the pogo stick jumps. Now real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack to these pogo jumps, and I want to like really tell y'all this. So just keep in mind, you have to hold your left stick toward the hoop. That's the only way to get these vertical contests. I'll even backtrack a little bit more to this one right here. So you're holding your left stick away from the defender or toward the hoop, and you're just spamming Y. Easy as that. You literally just keep on doing it. Now, like I said, if you don't hold that left stick toward the hoop, you're not going to get these vertical contests like this one right here. You see how my dude is just like flying, like he's just bouncing up and down, like, and it's tough to deal with when you're a post scorer like that. Now, like I said, the vertical contest is a must. You have to keep that in mind. If you just are holding Y and not moving your left stick away from the hoop, you're just gonna fly around everywhere and just do some nonsense. Now, again, these clips are getting a little blurry. Again, I'm not exactly sure why, but I wanted to detail y'all the triple threat stuff that I be doing. This is a big time thing in my game. As a ball handler, which I don't do too often, but when it comes to the 1v1 court, the triple threat is what I live off of, and it's like obviously what a slasher needs to live off of in the first place when they have the ball in their hands, because when you're a big finisher like me at 6'9", I consider that big because, like, you know, you lack ball control quite a bit. But when you have a finisher like this, you can't just rely on your ball handling skills or, you know, like little LT hezzies and stuff like that to really get you open. You gotta just take them off the dribble like this, because this is when you're safe. You can't have the ball stolen from you when you're in this triple threat like this, and it's just a lot easier to, like, you know, get your quick first steps as well. Now you're gonna see the next clip after this, and you see this one's kind of just a little one to throw in here. But this right here, this little jab and pivot. So here, peep this. So you're gonna go jab, or here, sorry. So it's going jab once to the left. Now, depending on your handness, I think it is. I'm left-handed, so it may be backwards for you guys. But for me, the jab steps are to the left and the pivot is to the right. So I'll either go like 2-2-1 to the left, right, or I'll go one left, one right. So in this situation, you saw I went one left, one right, boom, rip through like that. It's a beautiful thing. You're gonna see I'm gonna run that back one more time. Look at this move. I mean, it's just beautiful. You get them off there, you get them off kilter a little bit, and it just sets them up so perfect. All right, so this is the one that y'all been waiting on, all right? This is the Rescreen Slip. If you know me, you know this move. This is literally my signature thing that I have created in this 2K, like, for real. And I don't even see people in real life do this stuff. But anyway, long story short, we got this right here. So you see we run this screen, right? And the big man steps up. Now, honestly, looking back, Kitchen probably shouldn't have shot it, but the fact that that was a 35 is actually kind of nuts. But anyway, I get this rebound back, right? Now, we kick this back out to Kitch. Now, look at this right here, all right? This is what I want to detail and talk about. So what we got right here is big man on point guard, me on, or, you know, Kitchen with big man on him, me with point guard on me. So what a lot of people think to do in this situation, you're going to see what they do right here. A lot of people think to just let this happen because they're like, oh, they're trying to just screen anyway. How stupid is that? They're like, yo, they're just gonna let us get this switch back and allow us for our original matchups, where, like I said, the guy in the green was originally on Kitchen, that is the lockdown, and then the guy in the red is the big man that was on me in the first place. Now, this is the thing, it's all trickery. You want them to know what's going on. You don't want to catch them by surprise with this. You don't want to, you know, be unorganized when you do this. You want to be on the top of the key and the wing. Now, you see it's beautifully set up because we have Cook in the opposite corner as well, where it's going to set up perfectly for this. Now, you're going to see I'm just going to dive right through the middle on this because I'm taking advantage of the fact that they thought they could switch it back. So, beautiful slip. We get the easy take. Beautiful outcome. I love that stuff. We'll get back to that point in a sec. Now, this right here is a different aspect of the pick and roll slip. This is where I come up to the top off the inbound. Kitchen will, most of the time, and I call CB chilling Kitchen for anybody who's new, in case you weren't sure, but my point guard, nonetheless, will always just move to the left, and the big man, they usually know this as well. They'll be like, oh my god, my dude's about to get stuck on this. So boom, you hit him with that. This is a very, like, low risk, high reward thing, where if you just take it through the middle like that, you can usually get him. Now, this is almost the same situation here, where you're seeing I'm coming up on this inbound again. Now, the thing about this one right here was that they have the lockdown in the right corner and then a horrible defender at their point guard spot at the top here. Now, the thing is, a lot of people love to do this, where they try to, you know, they'll try to switch this matchup, even though the guy at the top can't even move. This guy right here, he can't move yet, and this guy right here is trying to come up and guard him, and they're trying to have him slide back instantly. Now, I catch on to that. I already know how this is going to react. Now you see, and again, I'm sorry for this BS right here. This is just something that has to be stuck in the video. But anyway, nonetheless, you see, again, I catch him cheating right here. I love to hit this spot right here where I come up off this inbound, you know, just instantly dot this corner whenever the lock is on him, and then the ball handler with horrible defense is on our point guard at the top, because they're thinking that we're trying to get him the ball, so they're trying to switch him onto him. They're trying to switch him back, but I'm able to take advantage of that. We get the corner 3 for game to end the 3 game right there. He does hit the white, however, but anyway, y'all get the deal. So moving along with the pick and roll, I want to talk a little bit about situational positioning on this. Now you're gonna see on this one right here, we're running this pick and roll, and I have to cut through here, and it's going at the angle of this guy right here. Now with takeover on, I like to kind of angle this off to the side a little bit, so Kitchen can have a really easy lob to just toss that thing up as I curl it off. But I can't do that with him in the way, so I have to cut it short a little bit. It gets a little dangerous on the passing lane, and you're gonna see with these clips moving forward here, boom, this one is without this in the way. Now you see, like I said, the reason I curl it off so much is for a good lob angle. If I cut right down the middle, it's a bad lob. It's just not a good situational thing. This is something I can do a lot more often when lack of speed is like a combinational thing in this pick and roll D. So anyway, you see I curl it off a little bit like this, allowing him to throw the alley-oop, but he doesn't throw the oop here. So this is where you get caught with the pre-switch, we call it, where, you know, 2 guys will both play down in the pick and roll. So right here, this is kind of the same thing, but you see the big play's a little higher. Now this right here is the important thing about this play right here. All right, so I already know these 2 are going to be pinching this up real high because it's 18 to 18. 21 points ends it, obviously, so a 3-pointer in this situation would end the game. Obviously, they're not trying to give that up, so I know I got free game as far as this paint goes. Now, this is the other thing, too, and this is one of the last clips I'll have for you guys. You see, he is not leaving right there. So, the next clip that we have, and the very last one, you're going to see sort of the same exact thing where I cut down the middle. Now, he helps off and literally just crashes off this corner, okay? So, this is where, if I were in the other side, where if Kitch came this way off the pick and roll, and I was able to roll over here, if he wanted to blitz like that again, then I have an easy dot to the corner. Now, this is the tough thing, and this is why you make a finisher at the end of the day. You know, if you do want one, is to be able to finish crazy stuff like this, okay? I know it looks cool most of the time, but honestly, the real function in it is that you can make contested finishes like this. So at the end of the day, the finishing ability, it is a little bit of a bailout, but I do want to explain to y'all, like I said, there are 2 different things to this, where you see we're on the same side pick and roll right there, and the defense just didn't play it properly. Then the next one, you remember we had the one where we do go to the opposite side, but Kitchen didn't throw the lob. Again, this is something to keep in mind. You gotta use alley-oops to your advantage and just high pass over their head when they're both playing you real tight right here. And at the end of the day, he was just trying to bait. But again, so right here, this is the other situation where we work it to the proper side. This is the perfect outcome, I want y'all to understand. But at the end of the day, it is because it's also 18 to 18. But this is the right way to set it up. You want your ball handler to be moving to that side where the corner is if you're trying to get your pick and roller open, because you're going to have a whole lot more room to just kind of float around in this paint with nobody there to really hinder you. And then, like I said, the final outcome is the one where you do work it to the opposite side and the wrong side, if you will. But this takes a great point guard to be able to kind of dissect and depict, you know what I mean? You come off the double team, you got 1 guy guarding 2, but it's at the worst angle for you to make a pass to the corner because you can get baited really easily. And, you know, if you don't have a good finisher in this situation too, it's hard to make this shot right here. So anyway, that is all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. If you did make it to the very end of the video, feel free to leave Kobe in the comments if you made it to the end of the vid. At the end of the day, this is my background right here as well. Obviously, y'all know I'm a huge Kobe fan. I mean, dude meant the world to me, bro. And it sucks to have him go like this, man. But anyway, we're gonna persevere. Like I said, like I said at the beginning of the video, the Mamba mentality lives on, man. And I'm gonna make it, bro. I'm gonna make it. I know it for a fact now. And like I said, this is my #1 inspiration aside from my dad. Like I said in yesterday's video, listen. Like I said, the Mamba mentality lives on. I'm here to just provide that, and you know, you guys might not see it moving forward, but I know that I'm gonna feel it. All right, I know that I'm gonna put my best foot forward every single day, every single moment from this point forward, and a monster has been created in this time. I've never really had a close family member pass, and this is the worst like passing that I've ever dealt with in my life, honestly, and it hurts a lot, man. It does. I've probably cried at least a good 150 times the last day and a half, you know. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff, turn on them noties. And like I said, I got a super heavy heart right now, but I did what I had to for the video today, and I pulled through with it. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, sub if you knew, all that good stuff. Put Kobe in the comments if you made it to the very end of the vid. And other than that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.